Welcome back, the followers of Stoic Wisdom by Zeno. You know what's frustrating? Letting someone ruin your day. You don't have to admit it, but think about it for a second. How many times this week have you let someone get under your skin? Maybe it was a rude stranger, a coworker who just knows how to press your buttons, or even a friend who always seems to show up with drama. The truth is, it happens to all of us. But here's the thing, you don't have to let it keep happening. You can take control. You can stop getting bothered by anyone, anytime. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. It takes practice. It takes awareness. But imagine this. What if you could live life unshakable, like a calm that no one can touch, no matter how loud, rude, or annoying they get? Sounds impossible? It's not. But it starts with one crucial step: guarding your peace. Protect yourself. Start reclaiming your freedom. Here's where it gets real. You're not powerless in this. The people around you don't have to be in control of your emotions. The rude comment from that stranger, the drama from that friend, it doesn't have to destroy your day. You don't have to let it. In fact, you can choose to rise above it, stay calm, and keep moving forward without being dragged down by other people's negativity. But you have to make that choice, over and over. It's time to protect your peace. You owe it to yourself to guard your energy and stop letting people who don't deserve it affect you. So, next time someone tries to get under your skin, remember, reclaim your freedom. Don't let anyone take away your joy. If this hit home for you, give this video a like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below. Tell me, when was the last time you let someone bother you? How are you going to change that? I want to hear your story. Let's create a community of people who are unshakable. Let's do this together. If you've found this advice helpful and think it could change your life, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this with anyone who needs to hear it. We're offering you powerful tools to stay unbothered, protect your peace, and live with the calm and confidence of a Stoic. This isn't just content. It's a lesson that could transform how you handle life's challenges. So, take a moment to reflect. How will you apply these ideas in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Your journey to inner peace starts now. Number 1. Master your emotions. Are you letting your feelings control you? Here's the truth. You are the one in control of your emotions. Every time you let someone's actions affect you, you give away your power. So, ask yourself, who's really in charge of your peace? If you let the outside world dictate how you feel, you're handing over the keys to your emotional state. It's time to take back that control and master your emotions, the way Stoic philosophers have been teaching us for centuries. You don't have to let anyone or anything bother you again. This isn't about pretending you don't feel anything. It's about learning to choose your reaction. The Stoics believed that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond to them. Let that sink in for a moment. You can't control what happens to you, but you can always control how you react. Let me share a personal story. I used to get incredibly upset by little things. Someone cutting me off in traffic, a rude comment from a coworker, or an unexpected change in plans. It would send me into a spiral of frustration and anger, and I'd let it ruin my day. But one day, something clicked. I realized that I was letting those small moments control my happiness. I was handing over my peace to people and situations that didn't deserve it. That's when I started to learn the art of mastering my emotions. Instead of reacting right away, I began to pause. I'd take a deep breath and ask myself, is this worth my peace? And most of the time the answer was no. I wasn't perfect at it, but I got better. Little by little, I stopped letting things bother me. I stopped giving my emotions away. I took control. Think of it this way. Imagine your emotions are like a garden. Every person, situation, or event in your life is like a seed. Some seeds are beautiful flowers, like kindness, love, and joy. But other seeds are like weeds, anger, frustration, and resentment. Now, what would happen if you watered the weeds? They'd take over the garden. But if you tend to the beautiful flowers, they'll bloom and fill the space with calm and happiness. It's the same with your emotions. If you feed the negative ones, they'll grow and take over your peace. But if you focus on keeping your mind calm and clear, the positive feelings will take root and flourish. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." That's the key. Life will throw things at you, rude comments, unexpected challenges, or stressful situations. But you get to decide how much power you give those things over your emotions. It's not about ignoring the problem. It's about refusing to let it steal your peace. Here's something that might surprise you. Mastering your emotions isn't about never feeling anger or frustration. It's about choosing what to do with those feelings. It's okay to feel anger. It's what you do with it that matters. Are you going to let it control your behavior and ruin your day, or are you going to acknowledge it, learn from it, and then let it go? Here's a simple exercise that helped me. The next time something happens that makes you mad, take a step back. Pause. Ask yourself, is this worth my time? Is it worth losing my peace over? More often than not, the answer will be no. And when you realize that, you can start to let go of the small stuff and take control of your emotional state. You are in charge of your peace. No one else gets to decide how you feel. Reclaim that control and start mastering your emotions today. Number 2, how to stay cool. When life tries to push your buttons, can you stay unbothered? Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems to be trying to push your buttons? Maybe it's that co-worker who always interrupts, or the random stranger who cuts you off in traffic. Life has a way of throwing curveballs that test your patience, and it can feel like everyone is out to get under your skin. But here's the real question. Can you stay cool when life is doing its best to make you lose it? The truth is, it's not about avoiding these frustrating moments. They're inevitable. But what if you could flip the script? What if, instead of letting your buttons get pushed, you could stay calm, composed and unshaken, no matter what? This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, learning how to rise above external circumstances and control your inner world. Think about it. When someone cuts you off in traffic, they're not actually taking something from you. They're just going about their day, doing their thing. It's your choice how you respond to it. You could let it ruin your day, get angry, frustrated, and carry that negative energy around for hours. Or you could simply shrug it off and keep moving forward. The choice is yours. One of the core lessons of Stoicism is the idea that you can't control other people's actions, but you can control your reactions. In fact, the only thing you truly control is how you respond to the world around you. And when you start practicing this mindset, you realize something incredibly powerful. Nothing that happens to you has the power to disturb your peace, unless you allow it. Let's take a metaphor. Imagine you're walking through a busy street. People are jostling, someone bumps into you, a car honks loudly as it passes by. It's chaotic, right? But in this storm of noise and movement, you're the calm. You don't need to be swept away by the rush. You can stand tall and grounded in the center of it all, unaffected by the chaos around you. That's the kind of inner peace Stoicism teaches us to cultivate. This isn't just some feel-good advice, it's a life-changing practice. I remember a time when I would let little annoyances throw me off track. A bad email from a coworker, I'd stew over it for hours. A comment from a friend that didn't sit right, I'd replay it in my head for days. It was exhausting. But one day, I decided I'd had enough. I took a step back, just like Stoic philosophers recommend, and reminded myself, I don't have to react this way, and the results were life-changing. I stopped giving my power away to other people's negativity. I stopped letting their actions determine how I felt. Instead of being quick to anger, I learned to take a deep breath, pause, and choose my response. Slowly but surely, I started to feel more grounded, more at peace. But let's be real, it's not always easy. Life will try to push your buttons. But here's the key. When you stay calm, when you don't let those buttons get pushed, you're actually winning. You're taking back control of your emotions. You're saying, I am not going to be a puppet of my feelings. Next time you feel someone or something pushing your buttons, remember, you don't have to engage, just breathe. And, if you need to, give yourself a moment to step back. Protect your peace. The more you practice this, the easier it gets. Over time, you'll become unshakable, like a rock in the middle of a storm. Your peace is yours to protect. No one can take it unless you let them. So, the next time life tries to push your buttons, ask yourself, can I stay cool? And remember, the answer is always in your hands. Number 3. How much are you letting chaos steal your peace? Life is full of chaos. It's a constant storm. People cutting you off in traffic, co-workers dumping their stress on you, friends bringing drama into your life. It's everywhere, and the truth is, it's easy to let that chaos steal your peace. But here's the question. How much are you letting it? How much power are you giving to those people, those situations that don't deserve it? When you let the noise of the world take control, you lose your calm. You start reacting, getting frustrated, or worse, letting your mood be ruled by others. And that's where the danger lies. It's not the chaos that harms you, it's how you react to it. The Stoics knew this. They knew that you can't control everything that happens around you, but you can control how you respond. The real question is, are you willing to take that control back? I want to tell you a quick story. A while ago, I was in a situation where everything seemed to be going wrong. My phone was buzzing non-stop, work demands were piling up, and a close friend of mine started unloading all her emotional baggage on me. I was trying to handle it all, but the stress kept building. At one point, I realized I was snapping at people for the smallest things. My patience was gone, and my peace felt like it was slipping through my fingers. Then, I remembered something important. I have control over this. I stopped myself, took a deep breath, and reminded myself that I could protect my peace. It didn't matter how much noise was around me or how much drama was being thrown at me. I didn't have to react. I could just be calm. That moment was a wake-up call for me. I realized how often I had been letting external chaos affect my internal peace. And that's the key. Your peace is yours to protect. No one can take it unless you let them. The Stoics would say that external events are like waves on the surface of a pond. They can cause ripples, but the depth of the pond remains calm and steady. You don't have to let the ripples disturb the calm. Imagine this. You're standing on the edge of a river, watching the current rush by. There's chaos in the water, logs and leaves swirling around, but you're standing firm, unmoved, watching it all happen without letting it touch you. That's what it's like when you guard your peace. You don't have to let the rushing current of life pull you in. Now, I know it's not easy. There will always be people who try to mess with your peace. Some may even be close to you, but you can choose how you let them affect you. In those moments, take a step back and guard your peace. It's a practice. Every time someone tries to provoke you or disrupt your calm, you have to remind yourself, I'm in control here. The next time someone cuts you off in traffic or your boss demands too much, don't react. Instead, take a moment, breathe, and remember, you're not obligated to let anyone steal your peace. You can choose to stay calm, to stay grounded. Here's something that helps. Think of your peace as a precious treasure, something you guard with everything you have, because that's exactly what it is. Don't give it away easily. People may try to take it, but they can't if you don't let them. And when you start taking control of your peace, you'll notice something amazing. It becomes harder for anyone or anything to take it from you. You become unshakable. So, take this lesson today. Protect your peace. Reclaim it from the chaos. Don't let the noise of the world dictate how you feel. You deserve to feel calm and in control. Next time you feel that familiar frustration rising, remember this. You hold the power to stay unbothered. And when you do, you'll be amazed at how much lighter life feels. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. Tell me, how are you going to protect your peace today? What's one thing you can do right now to reclaim your calm? I want to hear your thoughts. Let's build a community of people who choose peace over chaos. Number 4, stop letting people control your mood. A Stoic approach. Have you ever had your entire day ruined by someone else's actions? Maybe it was a rude comment, a thoughtless gesture, or even just their bad energy rubbing off on you. You felt your mood drop like a stone, and suddenly, you're walking around the rest of the day carrying that weight. But here's the hard truth. Why are you letting other people control how you feel? Let's be real here. It's so easy to let someone's words or actions mess with your head. But think about it. Who really has control over your emotions? Is it the people around you, or is it you? The Stoics taught us that the only true thing we control in this world is how we respond to what happens around us. And if we let someone's negativity change our state of mind, we're giving them control over our peace. So the real question is, are you willing to give up your power, or will you reclaim your peace? Think of your emotions like a car's steering wheel. You are the driver. When someone cuts you off or does something that could upset you, it's like they've swerved into your lane. You can either slam on the brakes and let it completely derail you, or you can keep your hands firmly on the wheel, maintaining control and calmly steering through the situation. The choice is yours. I remember a time when I let someone's behavior totally hijack my mood. It was at work. This colleague, let's call him Tom, was always complaining about everything. No matter how well the team was doing, he always found something to whine about. One day, I found myself getting upset by his negativity. I was letting it seep into my own thoughts, and before I knew it, I was walking around annoyed and frustrated. But then, I remembered something. I didn't have to let Tom decide how I felt. I had a choice. I could either engage with his negativity or choose to ignore it, guard my peace, and keep my focus. The next time he started his usual rant, I decided to just smile, nod, and not let it affect me. It was like watching a storm from behind a window. I was safe. His negativity couldn't touch me anymore. And that's the lesson here. You can choose to not let people control your mood. People are going to act in all kinds of ways, but you don't have to let it affect your inner calm. You are the master of your own feelings. Protect your peace. Guard it fiercely. When someone tries to push your buttons, remember you have the power to take a step back, stay calm, and not let them take your joy. It's hard, I know, but with practice, it gets easier. So next time someone tries to get to you, ask yourself, do I want to let them ruin my day, or will I choose to protect my mood and keep moving forward? The power is always in your hands. Number 5. Reclaim your freedom. Are you letting people steal your calm? Think about the last time someone pushed your buttons. How long did it take for that person or situation to mess with your peace? A few seconds, a minute, maybe it was an hour or longer. But here's the question you need to ask yourself. Why did you let it happen? Why did you let someone else control how you feel? The truth is, we give people far too much power over our emotions. And the sooner we realize this, the sooner we can reclaim our freedom. It's easy to say we're unbothered, but let's be real, we've all been there. That moment when someone's words or actions throw us off course and suddenly our day is ruined. Whether it's a rude comment, an unexpected argument, or someone just being inconsiderate, the impact can be immediate. And before we know it, we've let someone else dictate our emotional state. But imagine, just for a second, how different life could be if you refused to let anyone steal your calm. What if you could look at that rude co-worker, that grumpy friend, or even that random stranger and just shrug it off, like it didn't matter at all? Imagine feeling so grounded in your own peace that nothing could shake you. That's freedom, real freedom. And it's possible when you start protecting your peace with intention. Think about your emotional state as a garden. Your peace is the soil, and negativity is the weeds. If you don't take care of it, the weeds will quickly take over and choke everything good in your life. But here's the kicker. You don't have to wait for someone else to pull the weeds. You can take charge. Guard your peace. I've had my fair share of moments when I let people mess with my mood. I remember a time when a friend of mine would always call me with her drama, complaining about her job, her relationship, you name it. At first I'd try to help, but soon I realized I was just being dragged into her chaos. It wasn't my problem, yet I was letting it become mine. I decided to stop. I stopped picking up her calls immediately. I let her messages sit for hours. And you know what? Nothing changed. She found someone else to vent to. And I got my peace back. It's a hard lesson, but an important one. Your peace is your responsibility. No one else can protect it for you. You have to guard it like your life depends on it. And when you do, you'll find yourself reclaiming freedom in ways you never imagined. It's not about avoiding people or situations. It's about choosing how you react. Let me tell you this, when you stop letting other people control your emotions, you're free. So here's my advice. The next time someone tries to get under your skin, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, am I going to let this ruin my day? Guard your peace. Protect yourself. Reclaim your freedom. You deserve to live a life that's unshaken, unbothered, and unafraid. And it all starts with you. Number 6. Guard your peace. Like a warrior. Are you ready to fight for your calm? How often do you find yourself caught off guard by someone's bad mood or rude comments? Do you feel like you're constantly at the mercy of other people's behavior? What if I told you that you can guard your peace with the same intensity and focus as a warrior preparing for battle? You might be thinking, that sounds extreme, but hear me out. Life is full of challenges, and how you respond to them determines whether you stay unbothered or let chaos take over. If you're ready to fight for your calm, I've got some powerful advice for you. First things first, protecting your peace isn't a passive act. It's an active one. It's like locking the door to your emotional world and only allowing the right people and the right energy inside. Imagine your mind as a fortress. If you leave the gates wide open, anyone can walk in and stir up trouble. But if you stand guard, you control who gets in and out. People can say whatever they want, but if you don't let it affect you, their words lose their power. Guarding your peace doesn't mean avoiding conflict or pretending like everything is fine when it's not. It means taking control over your reactions. It's about choosing not to be dragged into someone else's emotional storm. You can't always control what others do, but you can control how you respond. Think of it this way: a warrior doesn't rush into every battle. They choose their fights wisely and are always prepared to defend what matters most, just like you need to defend your peace. Let me share a personal story. There was a time when a co-worker's constant negativity would really get under my skin. Every time they walked into the room, it felt like the energy shifted. They were always complaining, always upset about something, and it would trigger my own frustration. But one day, I realized something important. I was letting them steal my peace. It wasn't their behavior that was the problem, it was my reaction to it. That's when I decided to change my approach. I chose to stop feeding into their drama. I stopped letting their mood dictate mine. It was hard at first, but once I started doing it, I noticed a shift. Their negativity couldn't touch me anymore. A warrior knows they are not fighting the enemy, but their own response to the enemy's actions. That's the essence of Stoic philosophy. You're not battling the people around you. You're battling your own reactions to them. If you learn to master your emotions, nothing, and I mean nothing, can disturb your peace. It's not about being cold or indifferent either. It's about recognizing that you have the power to control your inner world. When you stand firm, like a warrior guarding their fortress, you create space for the things that truly matter: love, joy, and growth. Now ask yourself, are you ready to fight for your calm? Every day you have the chance to protect your peace. It's in your hands. Start today. Guard your peace like a warrior, and watch how your world transforms. Number 7. Never let anyone steal your calm. How do you protect your peace? When life tries to shake you, you've had it happen, haven't you? Someone says something rude, does something annoying, or brings unnecessary drama into your life, and suddenly, bam, your entire mood is gone, your peace is shattered. The worst part, it's not even your fault. But somehow, you let them control how you feel. So the real question is, how do you protect your calm when life and people are trying to shake you up? The answer is simple, but it's not always easy. You don't let them. You're in control of your peace. That's the lesson Stoic philosophy teaches us. You're the one who decides how you react. You're the one who can choose not to get dragged into the chaos. Remember, the world doesn't control your emotions. You do. Think of your peace like a fortress. Life is full of battles, rude comments, stressful situations, drama-filled people. But your calm is the fortress that you have the power to defend. Picture this. Someone tries to get to you, like a knight charging at your castle. You can choose to stand strong and protect your walls, or you can open the gate and let them march in. The choice is always yours. It's not about ignoring what happens around you, but about choosing not to let it affect you. The Stoics call this indifference, not in the sense of being cold or uncaring, but in the sense of being unbothered by things that are beyond your control. A quote from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus sums it up perfectly. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. I'll tell you from personal experience, there was a time when I used to let every little thing bother me. A rude comment from a coworker could ruin my entire day. A disagreement with a friend felt like the end of the world. But then I realized something powerful. I was letting them steal my calm. The minute I stopped letting other people's actions dictate how I felt, everything changed. I became the one in control. So when life tries to throw you off, remind yourself, I won't let anyone steal my calm. Don't let other people's bad mood, negativity or drama decide how you feel. You have the power to stay grounded. Guard your peace fiercely. Here's the thing. Protecting your calm is a continuous effort. It's not a one-time decision. It's a choice you make every single day. Every time someone says something hurtful, every time stress hits, you get to choose. Will you stand strong, or will you let them inside your fortress? The answer is in your hands. So next time someone tries to shake you, remember, you're the one who holds the key to your peace. Don't let anyone take it from you. Number 8. Turning triggers into triumphs. Can you turn your anger into strength? How often do you let the small stuff ruin your day? A sharp word from a colleague, a careless driver on the road, or a family member who just doesn't get it. It's so easy to feel triggered by the people around us. But here's the question. Can you turn those triggers into triumphs? Can you take that raw emotion and transform it into strength, calm, and personal power? The answer is yes, and it starts with a simple shift in how you view the world. Stoic philosophy teaches us a powerful lesson. It's not what happens to us that matters, it's how we respond. In other words, we can't control the actions of others, but we absolutely can control how we react. And the beauty of this is, the more we practice this, the less we get triggered in the first place. Think of your emotions like a spark. When you're triggered, it's like someone flicking a match. If you feed it, it becomes a fire. A fire that can burn through your peace, your day, and your energy. But what if you don't feed it? What if you just let that match burn out on its own, without giving it the fuel it needs to grow? This is the first step toward turning your triggers into triumphs. You can choose to ignore that match, to step back and let it fizzle out. Take a moment to reflect on a time when you let anger or frustration take over. How did it feel? Like you lost control, right? That's because you did. But here's the powerful thing about it, that loss of control doesn't have to define you. You can turn it around. The next time something triggers you, remember, this is your chance to practice being unshakable. A great Stoic quote by Epictetus says, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom isn't just for philosophers, it's for all of us. It's a reminder that your power lies in your response. That person who cut you off in traffic, they're not taking your peace unless you let them. The rude comment from a friend, it doesn't have to be your problem. In my own life, I've had moments when I felt that spark of anger. A coworker says something inconsiderate, or someone makes a joke at my expense. It used to eat away at me. I'd replay it in my mind over and over. But over time, I realized that nothing changes by staying angry. Instead, I learned to let it go, to turn that spark into a chance for inner peace rather than a firestorm of frustration. Here's the advice. Practice turning those triggers into triumphs. Every time you feel your blood start to boil, take a breath. Step back. Reclaim your peace. The more you do this, the less power these things will have over you. And soon, you'll find that what used to trigger you no longer even touches you. If you've found this advice helpful and think it could change your life, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this with anyone who needs to hear it. We're offering you powerful tools to stay unbothered, protect your peace, and live with the calm and confidence of a Stoic. This isn't just content. It's a lesson that could transform how you handle life's challenges. So, take a moment to reflect. How will you apply these ideas in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Your journey to inner peace starts now. Number 9. Empower yourself. How can you let go of anger and live unbothered? Let's get one thing straight. Why are you letting other people control how you feel? Why let someone's bad mood, rude comment, or careless behavior shake you up and ruin your peace? The truth is, you have the power to choose your response. No one can make you feel angry unless you let them. And that, my friend, is the key to living unbothered. Imagine this. You're walking down the street, minding your business, when someone cuts you off in traffic. They honk, shout, and give you a look that could burn through steel. What's your reaction? You're angry. You let it ruin your day. Sound familiar? But what if you could let it slide? What if you could choose to stay calm and unshaken? That's the essence of Stoic philosophy. You don't control other people's actions, but you do control how you respond. You're not helpless in the face of rudeness or negativity. In fact, you are the one in charge. The Stoics understood that the only thing within your control is your reaction. Everything else, the way people treat you, what life throws at you, is outside of your control. Think about this. When you hold on to anger, it's like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. It's a metaphor that packs a punch. Anger hurts you more than anyone else. It makes you lose your peace, your focus, and your well-being. But when you let go of anger, you free yourself. You take back control. You empower yourself. Here's the kicker. This isn't about pretending things don't bother you. It's not about bottling up your feelings or being a doormat. It's about realizing that you are bigger than the drama. You have a choice. You can either react emotionally and get stuck in the cycle of negativity, or you can step back, take a deep breath, and choose to move forward without the weight of anger. I had a moment like this not too long ago. I was at work, and one of my co-workers kept undermining me, making snide remarks and generally causing chaos. Normally, I would have snapped back, throwing a sarcastic comment their way. But one day, I realized, why let this person ruin my day? So I walked away. I chose to stay calm, to let it go. And you know what happened? The co-worker eventually gave up. They couldn't feed off my reaction. This is how you take back control. When you let go of anger, you create space for peace, freedom, and joy. You stop letting people dictate your emotional state. Instead, you set the tone. Every time you choose peace over anger, you reclaim your freedom. So, next time you're triggered, ask yourself, why give away my power? Take a deep breath, remember you're in control, and watch how much lighter life feels when you choose to let go of anger and live unbothered. Your peace is your power. Guard it fiercely. Number 10. Can you deflect drama and stay unshaken? Here's how to do it with Stoic wisdom. Let's face it, life is full of drama. Whether it's a heated argument with a coworker, a friend who's always in crisis, or a stranger who just can't keep their negativity to themselves. It's everywhere. And it's easy to let these moments shake you, isn't it? The anger, the frustration, the overwhelming urge to react. But what if you didn't have to get pulled into it? What if you could simply deflect the drama and stay unshaken, no matter what life throws at you? It might sound impossible, but it's not. This is where Stoic philosophy can change the game. The Stoics understood something powerful. You can't control what other people do, but you can control how you respond. It's all about turning the volume down on the chaos around you and turning the volume up on your inner calm. Think about it like this. Imagine you're walking down the street and someone throws a rock at you. Most people would flinch, right? They might even throw the rock back or get into a fight. But a Stoic doesn't flinch. They simply step aside, let the rock miss, and keep walking. Why? Because they know that getting hit by the rock doesn't define them. What matters is how they choose to respond. That's what staying unshaken means. Understanding that the drama, the anger, the negative people, they don't define your emotional state unless you let them. I've been there. I've let people's behavior mess with my mood, ruin my day, even make me second-guess my worth. A few years ago, I had a friend who loved drama. Every time we hung out, it felt like I was in a scene from a soap opera. But then, one day, something clicked. I realized I didn't have to be a part of her chaos. I didn't need to play the role of emotional support for someone who wasn't even trying to help themselves. So, I stopped engaging. No dramatic conversations, no arguing, just simple boundaries. And you know what happened? Nothing. The drama faded, and I felt lighter. It's all about choosing your response. When someone's rude or starts drama, don't give them the satisfaction of a reaction. Instead, ask yourself, what's the best way to stay calm right now? That's the power of Stoic wisdom. It's not about being emotionless or shutting people out. It's about understanding that you don't owe anyone your peace. So next time you're faced with drama, ask yourself, can I deflect this and stay unshaken? The answer is yes. It starts with you. Protect your peace, guard your energy, and remember, you control your response. Stay calm, stay focused, and just keep walking, no matter what they throw your way. In conclusion, learning to deflect drama and stay unshaken is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. By adopting Stoic wisdom, you take control of your emotions and stop letting others dictate your peace. It's not about avoiding life's challenges, but about choosing your response and protecting your inner calm. So, remember, guard your peace and reclaim your freedom. If this resonated with you, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more empowering content, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you've learned to stay unbothered in your own life.